Hello, welcome to Budget Freedom. My name is Jessica, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about budgeting and spending for the upcoming holiday season. Whatever it is you might be spending on, whether it's gifts or religious uh, celebrations, it's very important to make sure that you consciously spend your money for this time period in the year. And because you're giving gifts to your loved ones and you're trying to celebrate and take a break from the year and really close the year out, and try to enjoy the holiday season, a lot of people do tend to splurge and to max out all their credit cards, use up all their money, and really just go all out to try to enjoy, the holiday time period. And that's great. It's good to give gifts. It's good to spend time with your family and to be generous and to enjoy, but you don't want to ruin your financial situation for the upcoming year because of, essentially a 1 week holiday. So what I do is I save the whole year for gifts and for different events and activities that we want to do, so that when the time comes around, I have the money saved up and I'm able to spend money again on a budget, on what I budgeted, and not feel guilty about having to pay it back and it ruining my budget. But if you are new to budgeting and you haven't done that yet, you don't have time to save everything right now as we're a few weeks out. The best thing you can do is just make a budget. So figure out how much you have available that you can spend. And if that is not enough, because I understand you have a very short period of time right now to save, you're looking at a few paychecks until the holiday season. So if you're not able to save up all the money that you need in the next few weeks, decide what is the amount that you are going to be able to pay back in a short period of time if you put it on a credit card. So let's say you're going to spend $2,000 for the holiday period and put it on a card. Decide ahead of time how much you're going to pay back every month to clear that debt as fast as possible, and make a plan. And that will also help you decide what budget is better for you. It's amazing when you write numbers down how clear things can become to you and how quickly. When you actually write down that $2,000, okay, that's what I'm going to spend on my credit cards, and then you decide how you're going to pay it back depending on your financial situation. If it's going to take you the entire year to pay that back, that $2,000, maybe that's something that you don't want to do. Maybe you want to go ahead and cut it down to $1,000 then. So you need to just take a few minutes and sit down and look at your budget and do a little bit of thinking, and go beyond just saying, okay, I'm going to spend $50 a person and that's going to be whatever it is depending on how many people you are, and I'm just going to pay it off and I'm not going to care. Put a little bit of time and thought into it, and realize that if you decide to go ahead and spend that amount of money, you're going to be paying it back in that amount of time at that much a month. And obviously, the faster you pay back your debt, the less interest you're going to pay. So you obviously want to try to pay it off as soon as possible. But again, that depends on your financial situation. It depends on how much disposable income you have every month to be able to pay that debt off. And then for the next year, go ahead and set up a holiday savings fund. So this is another thing that will throw a spanner in the works for you. When you're going to decide how much you're going to pay back this year, you're also going to need to set up that holiday fund for the next year. So if you're going to be paying, let's say, $200 a month back at the credit card debt for this year, plus you want to go ahead and save $200 a month for next year, that's giving you $400 a month that you need to put towards this holiday fund. So this first year is going to be a bit tricky because you weren't prepared this past year, and it's going to be quite heavy on your wallet, where in the following years, when you have that money saved up, it'll go back down to $200 a month in this scenario. So these are the kind of things that you want to think about. And maybe it's worth it to spend less this first year so that you don't have to pay so much back, and you can really jumpstart your holiday saving funds for next year. It's really up to you. There's no steadfast rule. I'm just giving you some ideas and sharing some tips with you on how I would handle it and why I would do it this way. So how is I would do a budget that I could afford, that I could pay off with under 6 months. That would be my tip. I would say set a budget you can pay off under 6 months. 3 months would even be better. 3 months would be my ideal max in the situation that we are in. So if you're going to spend $1,000 on your credit card debt, you're going to be paying about $333 a month for 3 months to go ahead and pay that off. Are you able to do that? Ask yourself that question. If you're going to do it over 6 month time period, it's going to be 200 and something. So you need to decide what is better for you. You need to also understand, also need to decide and think, can you lower your budget? Can you do a smaller budget this year so that, like I say, you can jumpstart the next year? You don't want your whole year's budget to be focused around paying for a party that you had a year ago. So think about it and make those tough decisions. These are tough decisions because I understand that you want to spend and you want to splurge and you want to make the people that in your life feel loved, but I'm sure that the people in your life will love you for taking care of yourself financially, and that will be a much better gift to you and your partner and your family if you guys set yourself up financially for the future and do take a little bit of a hit one year, so then the following years you can do it guilt-free and really enjoy it knowing that you're not going to have any debt. The next thing that you need to look at is obviously building that fund for the following years to come. So you need to set, what would your ideal budget be? Maybe you can't go with your ideal budget, but close enough to it. How much do you have to save a month to be able to accomplish that in time? Go ahead and work that into your budget and start saving from January so that you will have the money by the end of the year and not have this situation next year. Those are my hows, whats, and whys, and what fors. I wish everybody a healthy and happy and safe holiday season, and I will look forward to seeing you guys next week. Please comment and like and share this video and let me know what you guys think. All right, till next time. Bye-bye.